Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. So now, the other video we talked about what we're actually going to do for the series. So I actually have my deck with me, or one of my decks, and I'm just going to give you a video representation, and on the screen will be a representation of the cards as well. And I'll actually try to use the same cards. So... Alright, so we're going to talk about normal monsters right now, really. So basically, a normal monster is the staples, one of the staples of your deck. You have to have these cards with you so you can actually get your big monsters out. For instance, this is Atlantician Pikeman, and he has 2 stars. He has a basic, his basic structure is, he's got an attack points, he's got attack points and defense points. So basically, and you'll see on the screen, when you play this card, it's played one of 3 ways. And you're saying one of 3 ways, but there's only really 2 ways if you've known the game for a little bit. Well, actually, technically there's 3. There is face-up attack position, face-up attack position, face-up defense position, and face-down defense position. Usually the face down defense position cards are if you want your opponent to attack you and you know that he has a monster that is going to either A, activate an effect, or B, get damaged onto his life points because its attack is not higher than its defense. So having a lot of defensive cards can be good depending on what type of deck you're playing. If you're playing a stall deck, excellent. If you're playing a burn deck and you want to make sure that your opponent's not going to get direct attacks on you, yeah, definitely start playing a little bit more defensively. But then we've got into effect the other type of monster card, and that is these little bad boys. These are actually not the specific card, but it's an effect monster. Now, normally, an effect monster, when played face down defense position, when it's attacked and flipped up, an effect will activate off of it. And that effect can vary. It can be get a card from your deck, it can be destroy a card on the field, it could be activate a non-quick play spell card or trap card. Basically, the effect of this monster can be anything that the card text states that it can do. A lot of the ones that are played usually are the ones that destroy monsters on the field or end up destroying cards in your hand and then sending them to the graveyard so you have to draw more. There's quite a few of them that can be used and are used in a game-to-game basis. So basically, let's go review what we talked about. We talked about attack position, defense position, and face down defense position. And we know that face down defense position is usually trying to activate an effect or goading your opponent into attacking, and you know you have a higher defense, so they lose life points. Now, to actually attack, it has to be in attack position, and these monsters cannot be changed on the same turn that they're set. So, if I play a... let's say I play that Atlantician Pike. Say I play him in attack mode, and my opponent has on the field, I forgot to look, and he has an 1800 monster. This guy only has 1400. This guy's going to be destroyed, and I'll take life point damage. I can't say, oh, I'm going to switch it to defense position right away. A turn has to go by before the card that you just played can be flipped over if it's a monster card, unless it specifically says as a designate of effect. So, if the card states this monster can be switched to defense position on the same turn it's summoned, or if it's part of an effect, yeah, that can happen. But normally that doesn't really happen a lot. There's a select few cards I can think of that actually do that, and they're staples in, you know, decks that require you to send monsters to the graveyard for special summoning conditions. But yeah, those are the things. And then I also just mentioned there special summoning. Special summoning is when, if you have a card in your hand and its effect says, if this card is sent to the graveyard, special summon it from the graveyard after conclusion. Or if you have a card with the same name in the graveyard, bring that card back and its effect is negated or something. Those are the couple, things where you can actually summon twice in one turn, or multiple times in one turn, when special summoning is in effect. There are cards that say special summon this card by discarding a light and dark monster from your graveyard to the remove from play section and or banish it. And those are just regular type things that will get you more monsters on the field. Anyway, guys, this video's running a little long. I just wanted to give you a little simple talk about monster cards, what their different attributes can do, how they work. The only other thing I'm going to say is that tributing for a monster, I'll go over that in another video. But basically, we're going to just tell you right now, unless it has 4 stars or less, it cannot be summoned that first turn unless you get rid of a card, or a monster card already on the field as a tribute. 1 or more monster cards. Anyway, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out, and play the games, play some Yu-Gi-Oh, have some fun with it.